Whenever Well, I didn't mean to frickin' bring. No, nobody ever joins my damn station. I can sit here and talk to myself all the time. Every once in a blue moon, somebody says hello. That's why I get used to just walking off because I figure, hey, maybe if I wait, but I'll be recording. You know how much we hate typing. I, you know how much I hate typing. Subsequently, and I have smoked 3 damn packs of cigarettes today. Freaking way too much. I mean, 1 damn cigarette's too much, but 3 packs just ridiculously stupid. See, you guys hung up, so I don't know what the hell you're doing. Uh, if I could read your mind, love, what a thought my thoughts could tell. Like a paperback novel. Yeah, no one virtually ever. I can't decide if it's me, the stupid computers, the timing. People are shy. I honestly, maybe I'm just funny looking. Whenever I don't know, man. Wouldn't it be nice? Oh, doesn't seem fair. Hey, you guys want to see something? I'm like way smarter than you guys figure. You quite honestly don't know. Pretty sure you guys don't actually give a fuck either. I hear somebody clicking on a computer. What you doing, buddy? Actually, I had a very, very good day. I know I deserve one once in a while, just like the rest of the world, don't I? I don't know. Apparently, we have to share it, and there's 3 million people in the world, so maybe you just wait. You know, it's like winning the lottery. Oh, one good day, yay! Whoopie do. Of course, I'm just teasing. I've been doing pretty good. Joe Bell said she was going to try to get online on the home room, but you know, YouTube just took a big hit. All of the stations went down. YouTube, all of YouTube. No, not just me, all of YouTube. Oh, yeah, I know. It took me like 20 minutes to get, well, it seemed like 20 minutes of my lifetime. I don't know what that was about, but it was hell to get it back up. I had to break into the damn system. Freaking pissed me off. Yeah, I'm capped at 2.5 gig here for now, but I'll brush that up a little bit better later. I'm gonna call her on a damn phone. Joe Bell, she said, I think she might just be sitting outside watching the birds go by and stuff. Oh, great. I combined two phone numbers in one thing. That is never gonna work. Well, typing's totally different than pushing the dang button and answering the call. Anybody can type. She. What do you mean I can't? I can type on 17 stations at once. She must be out of signal range. Yeah. I was looking up a song. and I ran across by and you know it's a very very old. Oh well, I shouldn't say very very old, but it's an older song by the Young Rascals. How can I be sure? It's a quite powerful song. It's very beautiful. Hmm. You're thinking of the Fine Young Cannibals. Groovin' is one song, but shoot, hang on. Say one more time. Yeah, Alvin. What you been up? What you been up to today? Yeah, you said you got the materials. Well, you run into that problem before. YouTube still got some weird ass shit flaky going on. I know it's not on my end because you know, there's 1,000 people on 3 different stations, and all of them had the same problem at once. They were like, "What the hell just happened?" I was like, "I don't know. I just sent a thing and did the best I could to fix it." This is the song I'm talking about. You must like this song at least. I wish they'd attached the damn video with it. Oh, this was made in 1967, I believe it was. It's a melody. Well, it might not be something you like, but I know in comparison to heavy rock or acid rock or rap, it might be a little closer to something you might be able to like. I mean, this was made back when they made a big deal about selling LPs, and it said stereo LP as opposed to you know, a record that was mono. But anyway, I've listened to this about 3 or 4 times, so I do have it kind of memorized. Yeah, well, I mean, I listen to most every damn thing. You know, I mean, any song I listen to at least 100 times. It's not like they're going to come out with something new that I'm going to go, wow, that's cool. When they do, I'll be like, wow, that's cool. And I'll listen to it a couple thousand times. I mean, you know, honestly, when was the last time you've seen anything that on the Grammy Awards or anything that they've come out with lately, or the Country and Western CNA Awards that has been half of what it used to be? So you had a couple of idiots down at the fishing hole when you went fishing. Yeah. Did he cast and it dripped into yours? If you had an extra hook, you could have just cut the damn line and let him deal with his own problem. Put a new hook on and kept on doing. After about 3 times, he'd get the picture. He's the one having the problem, not you. Don't matter who he is. If after the first time you say, "Hey, dude, come on, you're tangling my line." Well, after that, my dad, we've been fishing a lot, and people get, stupid. Dad would he just cut the line, and they'd get all tangled up because they already got, an extra bit of line and all of that. It's all in their spool. They can't reel up even if they had a fish. They don't know what's going on or anything. Dad just they'd just pull it down because you got 500 feet of the string on there. Put a new hook on and put a new fishing bait and just go about his business. Yeah, well, I ain't wasting a damn hour unfucking somebody else's situation. Cut it and let them unfuck it. They can cut their own line and tangle up the nature. I don't advocate cutting a line and just letting it float down the stream because that's just poison for the fish and they'll be hung up on the end for no dang reason. But I mean, if it's clearly tied on his line, when he gets to reeling in, he'll figure he didn't do something right, or he'll figure he caught uh, somebody else's line. Yeah, cut the damn line, and it's easy to tie a new hook on the end and start over, and you ain't gonna lose nothing. It's not like you go fishing with just one worm. Well, it was probably the kid that he let do, but still, yeah, and there's no way to move further away that it doesn't get, or they just have so much line out. At least you didn't you didn't go and cut a little. You gotta hang on. Let me get this. Dang the I know you can't hear, but all right, now I can hear you. Say something again. Yeah, I know. No, I don't know. No, I'm live for a little bit if you want to talk on homeroom. But enjoy your day. I'll talk to you later, hon. Love you. Bye. I called her earlier and she said she's gonna go to the homerooms and come on video chat. And but she was getting dinner and I guess then she decided to, just go outside. She want to take a break. So it's all right. Well, I think part of it is, she's in not the happiest mood. Things aren't, it's just like, I get on my, complaining about, I felt like I was treated about, with my sister ranting and raving about, my situation in life. They can't fix it. Well, I mean, I know you guys do, but I mean the average person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The average person doesn't even really give a crap. Where was he? Pennsylvania? Pittsburgh? Somewhere like that. Listen to it. Kathy made dinner not Kathy made dinner here at Miss Faye's house. I'm so damn full I could hardly drink a beer. Well, yeah, but I know like most people like to feel full, but I don't. I like to feel a little bit hungry. I don't like to feel full. Skip meals. So I don't like to feel full in my stomach. Yeah. That I figured out which state I figured out which I'm missing Get Smart. That's the login I forgot. Remember Get Smart? My truck and figure out what the login was for Get Smart. I have to go out to I gotta go bathroom. What? Come on. I'm doing the best I goddamn can. Shit. Try not to get in nobody's way. I'm back in a second. If Joe Bell comes on, tell her we're trying to get in touch with her.
Oh, well, but you don't want to sing.
Well, she might. Never know. I told you I went to court and what happened, didn't I? Oh, but it's impossible to explain by typing. Basically, I went there and got there at I was supposed to be in at 2:55 or so I got there at 2:30, just to make sure and logged in and I didn't know if they were going to need a DNA sample or what the hell they were going to need. And showed my summits and all that. And they just all right, nobody's allowed in the courthouse so we don't spread coronavirus to each other, right? Okay, so guess what they do? Here's their freaking here's their genius solution so we don't congregate together. They have us all stand in line outside the courthouse next to each other. Yeah, how brilliant do you have to be to figure out it's the same dumbass thing? We're within 5 feet of each other, you dumb fuck. Excuse my language. Come on, Jiminy Christmas. Now the guards are wearing masks. Nobody who's doing the security's wearing masks. Nobody's wearing a mask. They're just like, oh, just sit out front on. Oh, by the way, we have no benches. Just sit beside the tree on the concrete, and we'll call you. And so I sat there till 3:30, and everybody's looking at each other. Everybody's trying to pretend like they're doing phones. We're all like, so I'm standing there. I'm the only one without a cell phone. I'm like, what time was your appointment? This dude says like 2:30. I'm like 2:30. Mine was at 2:55. Oh, what time is it? He goes, well, it's 3:15. I look at this other guy. He goes, I went to Duval because I was told that my court was in Duval, and I flew over here, and I'm an hour and a half early. And then the guy that didn't say a word or, just ignored everybody, he pulled in and he was taken right away. And apparently his court case was so complex, it took an hour and a half. And meanwhile, there's people and then there was like two more people that came in. So basically, they saw like maybe 5 or 6 people when normally they would have 15 to 20 people they could do in one day, and they would be open 5 days a week. And then I went in, and he said, "Well, the VA system has not when Roger, me, like I'm a third person, not even standing there or some crap. Apparently, when he was discharged, the VA did not put him automatically into the system, and he has been accepted into the system, but there's procedural paperwork they need. And then the judge goes, Roger, did you send a DD 214? Well, since the judge addressed me directly, since the judge directly addressed me, that instantly made my attorney not able to answer. He asked a specific question to me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, well, anyway, we got it all straightened out, and I just have to find or buy another piece of equipment from a computer so I can scan DD 214 and then find the email and then find the DD 214 and then send it to the VA that apparently can't find my top secret record because the DOG has my stupid military under some, they can unmask Flynn and all this stuff, but somehow they can't find my military record in order to get my discharge. Saying, okay, I've got 1,000 medals and all this crap. But I was warned, and I will be honest with you. When I was leaving, the dude at the process center to let me go, he said, "You better hold on to this because you will not be able to get another one." He said, "How many copies you want?" I said, 10. Okay, and stamp them all. Top secret. I don't give a crap. But luckily, I had saved one in I call it my funeral bag. It's got all of my, $100,000 and, insurance and where I'm going to be buried and all that other crap. And luckily, I was organized when I put that, you know, briefcase together enough to save a copy in there. No, I have one in one room. I got one in that room, and I may have three with my medals. But all that's useless if there's a fire, I suppose, in the house. Well, they did send me a certificate because Rudy knew my father. He's one of my caseworkers on the VA side. Apparently, he was stationed with my dad in Moffett Field. And he goes, your father was James Carl Childers? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I worked with your dad. I'm going to do the best I can for you, buddy. Just hang in there. I'll do what I can. I was like, shoot, my dad, passed away at 72. This dude's working on my case. He must have been quite a young sailor when my dad was a chief. And for him to remember my father, well, my dad was a strict person. I've run across one or two people. Old Real Navy on Gramps said, "Oh my gosh, I knew your father also." And he said, "Your dad was one strict bastard, but he was fair." I said, "Yep, that's my father." He was strict as anything, but he 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 praised you when you deserved it, and he but you your butt when you deserved it. He didn't reserve judgment about, well, I'll forgive you. You need a butt chewing, you get a butt chewing. Can you believe though, after so many years that I mean, figure the odds in all of America that I would even run across two people that had worked with my father, let alone knew my father. And online nonetheless. Well, one of them still working for the Department of Defense, which is not uncommon, because I mean it takes the right clearances to do certain things. But apparently the VA can't get into a top record, which I find odd, but okay. um, there's only so many copies made on Earth of this. Well, no, I've got to scan it on a computer. I need a scanner. Yeah, thank. And my bank is closed. Nobody can go in the bank, and the courthouse is closed. You can't just go in there. What do you think? I'm going to break into a bulletproof door? I mean, jeez, you can't go in there. You put a mask on and try breaking into a bank with a bulletproof door, somebody's going to jail for real, and probably for a long time. I needed a copy of this. They're not buying that crap at all. Thank goodness, Miss Faye, the lady that is allowing me to, you know, be safe here. She has a scanner. Yeah, she went and did some stuff down south today, and um the lady that's her daughter made dinner, and she said, "Oh, Faye's got a scanner." And I said, "I'm uncomfortable with logging into anybody else's computer." She says, "I know how to log in, and you know me, I have the worst luck, and sometimes I'm really great with the computer." So it could go either way. I don't want to touch the computer when it goes down, and I don't want to accidentally add her to access of things that she doesn't understand. So I want her to be there and do the login. And, I'll just hand them the piece of paper. And then if I see something not going right, I can make maybe a suggestion. But most likely they've done it before because she has a machine and everything. So, and then all I have to do is, um, then they scan it and then they send it to a file on their computer, and then we take that file and then we email it to a code. That's the best I can explain it. A code, which I have written down slowly and thoroughly because he spelt it phonetically. A is in Alpha, C is in Charlie, O is in Oscar, P is in Papa. It was he was not letting this up for slack. He said, "Read it back to me." I wasn't going through all that because I'd make up stuff. N is in never gonna figure this out. I make up words and never. It's supposed to be November, not never. you know, Give the right code, dude. So I found that humorous. But he said, really, honestly, this isn't slowing me down. It'll probably take a couple days. Your judge is just being a prick. Well, I mean, he didn't say that, but I could read between the lines. Well, no, I think the judges figured it's open shut case and I'm guilty, and he's doing every effort to erase this from my record and help me as best he can within the bounds that he's constrained in with the law, due to the fact that my sister bribed the locksmith to lie. I mean, that makes it a witness, and if you have a witness to something, now if it goes to trial, I can damn near guarantee you that locksmith is not going to show up. No, I'll guarantee it, because he's not going to perjure himself in court. Dang right. Especially when I brought out the tape. But right now, until the court's open, I'm going to just ride the tide, and it won't hurt me not to drink for a year. Oh yeah. Um, Either today, well, she was very very busy, and her back's hurting her today, and she washed the um um carpets and cleaned the house, and went to Middleburg, and um then had to cook dinner, and you know he said in a day or two. So I mean, email is open on Saturdays. He may not open it in his business office until Monday, but it'll be timestamped from today, I mean Friday or Saturday. But I also know that Friday there's going to be another child here, and Kathy can do it without Faye being here. But I just I was more comfortable asking Faye before I said, "Oh, let's do this, Kathy," and then you know I'm not trying to piss nobody off when they're trying to help me. Well, it looks like YouTube is fixed now, or the net, whatever you want to call the ding thing, because I'm not having any pauses and everything's running about 100% clock speed at this time frame. Oh, it'd make a heck of a difference. When we talk, if we had that echo and the delays and stuff, it would make it impossible. Yeah, so it makes a big difference, in what we're doing. Of course, there I don't know how many people can really do this. Doesn't seem like a hell of a lot, considering nobody's hardly doing it. I was online for about 4 hours before the whole thing crashed. During Trump, it went blank on you. They must be doing blackouts, or what I call, like when you're in a city and they turn down your electricity and it goes gray. and your lights get dim, it's called limiting the net. The net's being limited by the net gods, which probably means they're repositioning a satellite. Uh, well, they were also trying to hook some. They were trying to hook some idiot into a military satcom, and I was like, "Oh hell no, that shit ain't gonna roll, bitch." Because they were trying to hook some idiots from China into the GPS system, and I mean, we ain't having that. I'm sorry, I don't give a crap. You stay off the military network. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll take the whole son bitch down and tell everybody fucking fuck off. I mean, it'll hurt me as much as anybody else, but I know dang good and well my military family overseas that are standing there at guns point need help. I can do without, a song just because my net isn't there. Go turn on my truck and listen to the radio. That still works. You know where dangerous curves at. Okay, now this dang it, I helped you remember. I didn't know this was going to be a test I would have to pass. She's over towards west of us, up in the mountains. Dangerous curves. She's up in the mountains over there. Oregon, nah, dude, don't make me lie and pretend like it's the truth. I, I I didn't. Yeah, her net's going in and out and in and out. But Oregon's a liberal state. But she's been up since 2 o'clock. She's been up since 2 a.m. last night. And she gets a little goofy after a couple of hours, like, because she does smoke a little bit also. Actually, she's getting goofy enough that some of the other people are like, dangerous, you're being goofy. Our stuff is still working. You should maybe take a nap. Not trying to send her to bed, but well, sometimes. Oh,
You need anything?
no, sweetheart, I'm fine.
I'm going to bed. We're gonna leave in the morning about 7:30, quarter to 8.
7:30, quarter to 8. And you're gonna pick up the little child?
Oh, no, tomorrow afternoon we'll pick her up.
Oh, you're gonna get more food.
Yeah.
And you'll be home about 9ish?
Probably about.
I'll be up before noon. Goodness gracious, I wouldn't sleep that long.
Sometimes you sit up and you go to bed when I'm getting up. That's okay.
Thank you.
Night.
Night. Mhm. she's locking the doors and everything, so she can. Well, who doesn't lock the doors when they go to bed? I mean, goodness gracious, I would. I do. As a matter of fact, you don't lock the doors? Really? I used to lock the doors and set my alarms when I went to bed when before Nora got there. I don't suppose you even have an alarm system in your house, do you? Yeah. That's a form of locks. But I mean, we're in a house, so she closes her metal doors and locks them from the inside. I do the same. Yeah, I mean, well, I never locked the doors until we started having more and more people. And then when I was robbed, I got an alarm system and got, bulletproof glass and shit and metal doors and an alarm system. And then Nora moved in, so I didn't set the alarm system. Otherwise, all kinds of shit would have went crazy when they if I'd have closed the doors and locked it, and Nora was outside and set the alarm, you can bet your sweet ass I would have woke up. As a matter of fact, everybody would have woke up because you think a alarm on a car when it goes off, irritating in the middle of the night, is waking up the neighborhood. You ain't never heard my alarms go. Actually, I think I did set the alarms off once when you guys were when I was online. Wow, loud. I mean, you can hear it clearly, damn, at least half a mile away. Yeah, that's how my alarm's set up. You can't sleep through that. I mean, well, you can, but you got to take a lot of sleep pills. I'm gonna grab my flashlight because it's starting to get dark. I mean, I almost ah shoot, I forgot to get my cigarettes. Hang on a second. Or I'll be back in a minute, please. I was thinking it might be just easier to. Ow. I was thinking it might be easier just to go pee beside the truck and open the door. And then I got to thinking with her German Shepherd and stuff, they hear a door in the yard, they start barking. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, I mean it's so dang dark out here and ain't nobody outside, so ain't no use in opening and closing the dang door. No way. Just stand outside and pee like I do at my house. Nobody's looking, and if they were looking, they couldn't see unless they got like high powered telescope with thermal imaging because it's much too dark to see anything. Well, I have one at my house that I pay for, but in this whole neighborhood, there's two street lights. I have one, and there's another guy down the street. He has one, but it's on the pole, but it's not pointed towards the street. It's pointed in his yard. So I'm not sure if he put it up or not because when I went to get mine put up, I was like, "How much does it cost?" And they're like $100, and it's like $3 a month or some crap, which is jack shit. I mean, what's $3 a month for a damn light that lights up your whole front yard and half of the street? And I went around the neighborhood and I I tried to get everybody, I'm like, look, I know the down payment's $100. I'll help you guys. We could put street lights on everyone, and it's only $3. And I'll guarantee you, they don't keep track of it. I haven't paid mine in like 3 or 4 years. They don't give a crap. They're not going to climb up on a pole to disconnect the son of a bitch. They're not going to turn your lights off. As a matter of fact, they'll probably turn my lights off in my house pretty because they're separate wires. And Nora can't do shit about it. She's a meth head crack addict. Whore. Quite literally, she is taking meth. That's the only thing that could have shifted her personality like it is right now. I've seen her on meth before, and I guarantee you she has taken methamphetamines. Oh, I didn't know it was raining there. Well, it's better than snow at least, right? I Oh, you mean up in Arizona where y- oh yeah, if it wasn't 110, it would do us all. But do you know if it was 110 every day, how much water I would drink? Oh, I swear to goodness gracious, if it was a normal summer and 90 and 100 degrees out here, I only drink. I don't drink one third when it's really, really, really hot because well, you just can't. It knocks your pud in the mud. I don't mind. I don't mind. Feeling a little bit okay, but I don't want to feel like crapola. I mean, why in the heck would I want to do something that makes me feel like total shit? But one thing I am doing is I'm taking twice as many of my Flexerol as what's called for because I don't have any pain. So I'm going to run out in half the time and have to figure out. I'll have to call the doctor and say, well, I told you this shit wasn't cutting it. And then if he increases the dosage, that's fine. But if he changes it to codeine or something, then when I go to the VA, they're going to do a complete reassessment and they're going to do a complete reassessment and change all of my prescriptions anyway. So, I mean, I've already figured that into the equation. But in comparison of when I first hurt my back, I am doing better. It just takes a damn year to get this stupid, all it is a slip nerve. One of my nerves, the third vertebrae, it slips out of joint. And without being able to relax my back and everything, it doesn't slip back in the joint. And the more I tension up my shoulders, the worse it gets. Like if I'm nervous, how when you're scared or something, you shrug your shoulders. You could see me. You shrug your shoulders and hold yourself. And the more I stay tense at this position, the more it hurts. But if I could take the pain medication where I can, turn my head, I ignore the creaky noises and stuff, everything sort of slips back into place and it doesn't hurt. But it takes months. And they want to do it by putting metal in my back. Screw that. Because that isn't if they screw up and put the metal in the wrong place and get the wrong vertebrae, they can't just undo that and then move it up three, notches. It's not like putting a puzzle piece together and you pick up a puzzle piece and you think it's going to fit there and you try hitting it with the hammer and it still doesn't fit and then you pick it up and then you put the right puzzle piece in. You done fucked up the puzzle. It don't work no more. And my back is the only body part that I have of one back. You're not gonna just slice through my spine and willy nilly guess. Not if I can control it with meds. I don't think you made the I don't think you made the bad decision because if they did the rods in your back in the 80s, by now they'd have done 7 more new surgeries and they'd have kept they there's also a possibility when they do these surgeries that it leaches into your blood system because they do a little grinding on bones and shit, and you could die on the table. So I mean, there is 6% possibility you will die with this surgery. I mean, 6% isn't a lot, but still, you know. The other thing that I do know helps is, and it's a little expensive, but I do know that sometimes it's better, you know, to just buy a new bed because some beds actually, when they get older, you got that certain place where you think you feel comfortable, but they're not doing your back no favor neither. My mattress definitely. I know. I've been through all this with Jonna. You probably, as far as bone diseases are concerned, there's dang few that Jonna hasn't had that I haven't watched them do surgery on or tried to help or try to figure out if this is the best, but it was all that was available. Like
Right.
what's available, in today's time frame is a lot different than what they would have done back in the 80s on the surgery for you. I'm not, I mean, it's just they've they've come a long way, but there's they can't go with stem cells and just cut your back out and rip your backbone out and then put a new one in. I mean, and I'm not sure we want to go that far until we can figure out how to beam up Scotty. When we can figure out how to beam Scotty up, maybe we'll figure out how to do that. Run a little lightsaber over your back and it instantly heals like on Star Trek. But we're a long ways away from that, as smart as we are on Earth. We're a long damn ways from that. Narrowing in the spinal column. Um, what they do is they could cut your back open. Then they take like basically like a C clamp that opens, and they go in between two vertebrae, and then they take a Dremel tool and hopefully without touching any of the nerves, they drill it, and then they suck all of the um, calcium out of that, and then they take that thing out of it, and it's a real iffy proposition at best. Well, Jonah had it done at about 50, 55, 57 years old, somewhere around my age. I'll be back in a second. I'm trying to get organized, believe it or not. Shoot, I'm lucky. I'm lucky I can keep up with anything these days. I got stuff in a 3 bedroom house. Oh, one in one bedroom, one in another bedroom, one in another bedroom. I got 2 bank vaults. I got 2 more bank vaults. I got stuff in my truck. I got stuff in the shed. I'm lucky I can find any freaking thing. Hell, I'm trying. Some days I'm lucky to find my damn underwear. I'm like, boy, I hope it's in this area. Who'd have thought a rich person would end up as the poorest soul on earth? I guarantee I ain't the poorest soul. Thank goodness gracious. If I didn't have friends to help me through, I told you, did I tell you? Or I think I was telling Faye, I said, I've had 3 offers online for people to come over and take Nora out. I'm like, dude, look, if my sister ends up dead, I will guarantee you the police are going to come straight to me and find out what happened. Don't be putting that shit online because I might think this is a good idea. And I don't want to say this is a good idea. You might take it serious and I might get blamed. Not that I would miss her, but I sure as hell don't want to be blamed. I guarantee you, if Nora thought she could get away with it that night, she would have shot me. She is that evil. Can you imagine killing somebody, especially your own family, over a house that you're gonna just trash? She knows in another year that that place will be condemned. It'll be unlivable. Even genealogy, genealogy and I were talking on the homeroom, and she said, she clearly heard Nora screaming at the top of her lungs, "This is my house, not yours." Apparently, she screamed it 4 or 5 times before I hit her in the head and told her to shut up. I do not remember hitting her in the head, nor do I think I hit her in the head. However, if anybody needed to be told shut the fuck up and get knocked in the clock with this sure as shit ain't your house, you dumb bitch. And you can't do any goddamn thing you want. I swear to God, there's the weirdest bugs out here. I got some kind of weird ass shit bug crawling on the screen. I would show it to you. I'd pick it up and put it in front of the camera, but I don't even know if it's poisonous or not. It's just plain weird looking. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got 6 legs. Its antenna's as long as its body, and it doesn't look like it can fly. Here, let's see if I don't know. I flipped it with my finger. If it can fly, it can land. If it can't, well, it's gone. I don't even know what kind of poison to get to kill that weird looking shit. I mean, I'm used to camping out a little bit, but like when you're camping out and you go, what the hell kind of bug is that? And you see it crawling across your camp yard, you go, you know, it'd probably like the first time somebody saw a possum or something. You're like, that's funny looking. Let's kill it. And then you realize that ain't good eating. Yeah, you ready to go to bed? Well, you keep. Yes, I think sometimes also because you want to stay on your regimen, go to bed at 11 and wake up at 6. That sometimes you fight sleep. It really, honestly, wouldn't hurt you every once in a while. I'm not saying you have to go to bed. I mean, obviously not. But you know, fighting sleep isn't necessarily not always. I mean, sometimes you just plain have to. Especially if you start slipping into like, I'll go to bed when I want to and I'll get up when I want to, like I do. Oh well, yeah, but I mean, being asleep and killing yourself, you can people can take the wrong kind of pills or take 4 or 5 too many. So yeah, and I think it was maybe 20 minutes, but pretty close to a half hour ago. Oh, like I said, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I just didn't know if you were just getting bored with our conversation also, because sometimes, I don't have a lot of extra weird shit to talk about. But I watch news. I mean, that's what I'm watching now. But I'm not actually watching the news. I'm watching, yeah, the chat. But I understand what they're saying on the news. It's Peter Navarro, assistant to the president of the United States of America. I don't know. It's just this dude right now. I've been watching the chat. Basically, one on one with Peter Navarro. It says New York Friday. Oh, that's they're showing clips of New York on Friday. So that must have been, but they're showing him on the right. It's a split screen, all that crap. Um, yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is Hannity. Yeah, Michigan's about done with this bullshit. Yeah, they're gonna definitely go red this year. There's no way they're gonna elect another Democrat. Intel chief declassified Obama's list of who unmasked Flynn. You've seen that, haven't you? You've seen the list of about 10 people? I think that was declassified. It was secret Norform. You know what that means? Secret Norform. They declassified it. You know what secret Norform is? I mean, secret. In other words, it's, government held secret. And Norform, and I have to spell it out. N minus one. Norforn. Ah, it means secret, but it's secret to the United States. And then it's got a slash mark and NORF, it's just, but the letters stand for no foreign release, but they call it Norfor. I have to, eh, I'm not really supposed to, because but it's Norfon. Norfor. It's Nofon. No foreign release. I don't know why they spelt it that way, but it's secret Norfor. It just means, oh, that's what they declassified, that gave the list of the 10 people that whatever the hell we were just talking about. Dude, I'm trying to declassify shit. Don't ask me to ask questions about what the fuck I just said. It's secret slash Northorn, and to release that, blah. Huh? I'm not even positive how. to release it. I know it's illegal as hell. Like a lot of our book, every single damn computer book I had that stamped on every fucking page. Which means like if you're in a foreign port and somebody says, "Hey, I've got a Yuck 7 and I need help, but I'm missing volume 3 of this book." I got to carry the son of a bitch over there and help them fix it and then carry my book back. I mean, it's under my. You got to color a gun. Fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, it's Flynn's release of who. See, they did a report. Okay, the FBI or whoever the fuck did a report. Okay, it was the FBI under Comey. Okay, all right. So Comey's little prick ass, um, because he had that he could unmask him and Obama and Joe Biden and Sandra Rice and all these other fucking pricks from Democrats looked up whatever and knew that he done it through the grapevine. And then what they did was they went to the DOJ, DOC, who the hell cares what D? And they petitioned because they had the right to read what his name was because it was redacted. It had a little black marker on it, so they couldn't say Flynn. All right. Well, then they copied the fucking thing on a scanner and they released it to CNN News, which is motherfucking illegal. You're leaking top secret or secret Norform information. And after 3.5 years, we still don't know who put it online because the Washington Post or whoever did it isn't going to say, well, I got this from Comey directly. Because now they're ass online for receiving secret information and putting it on public. So it's all just a clusterfuck. But I know on my computer systems, when I was overseas, sometimes we pulled in a port to help other computer systems. And my dumb butt had to walk over and help them. They freaking flew me on a helicopter and I had to help people. They freaking made me go on a submarine. And I have space issues. I'm not claustrophobic, but I'm claustrophobic. I just pretended like I was not claustrophobic. Because if you're claustrophobic, you cannot join the military. So it took a lot of keeping my shit together when they put me in a gas mask for 3 days. And I'm over watching bombs go off. But I guarantee you my computers didn't go down because I was up 24/7 for 3 days with no problems. I weren't going to sleep no way. But these are things that happen occasionally. That's part of the price I paid. These pricks are making $1,000 a week. They're saying they're making $1,000 a week for unemployment. That's 3 times. I make $1,000 a month, and I spent 20 years risking my life. And Joe Schmo working at motherfucking McDonald's is making $4,000 a month. How in the fuck can that make any sense? Hell no, nobody wants to go back to work. Would you? Well, they're extending it for 6 months. Shit, if you're working at McDonald's in 6 months, I'm pretty sure you can find $550 hour job in 6 months, the same as you did the first time. You're just gonna take one cut and pay to go back to work. I mean, seriously, do you make $1,000 a week?
Mhm.
Nobody on Social Security makes $1,000 a week. Nobody on disability makes $1,000 a week. Nobody, well, damn few that retired in the military make $1,000 a week. Maybe if you're a admiral, you may make under your retirement pay if you spend 40 years. Um, oops. Um, um, how do you spell foreign? Foren? That doesn't look right. How do you spell foreign? Ian? G? E? N? No, that doesn't. The computer doesn't like that. That doesn't look right. Foreign. Foreign. Like, some invader. FOR. EIGN. Well, that's just, well, it's a stupid spell. How do you spell Relice? RELICE? I got that word. Release is the next word, as in to allow. Release.
Really?
Release. No, release. REL. Release. SE. Release. That ain't it. Release. There, the damn spelling thing. RELEASE. It's got too many fucking vowels in it. If I could spell, all of this would have. Yeah, I know. Like classification. No foreign release. It's a classification of the Secrete. Secret. Nope, that ain't how you spell secret neither. SEC. How do you spell secret? SECR. No, you can't say it. Well, wait. You've got to do it right. It starts with a S. Secret. SEC. R E T. Oh, it doesn't have an E on the end. I've had a beer. I mean, fuck. You know I spell worse than I have beer. I'm typing. There's just something I was looking up on the FLYNCASE. It, it I'm trying to type on a station you won't go to, so it's difficult for me to explain who I'm talking to. SK. That LEACHEDTHRUE. Through. THRU. // All right, fuck them. I'm going in the code, and if they don't like it, screw them. If they ban me, I don't give a shit because, like, for real, you know. No formal release. It's a classification of the secret that was demasked. It was something I was looking on the Flynn case. Sky Queen. Sorry, at least through. Code got transposed. Another station, and part of it got put on this station, and part of it got put on my station. But I had addressed her specifically, and she didn't know what Norform was. And if we watch me, understand what I'm doing. You know, the truth is, I don't even have to open the gate. I can just walk out the yard pee now. It's dark enough. I can do any goddamn thing I want. It's just whether I spend time in jail for it or not. That's the question. Great. Now I've caught her attention by accident. I was just trying to be nice. Now she's like, "Did you work in the intelligence agency?" I'm like, "No, no. Don't follow me. If you want to follow me, just go to my station and listen to me play a guitar and say you suck at playing a guitar. I don't want to get too over involved unless you really want to get involved at things that you may not understand because I have a complicated history. Well, one kind of silly cool thing is um I don't see because um Faye knows I drink beer, but I don't want to have my beer can out here because her child comes out and I don't want her seeing me with a beer next to me. You know, because that just sends the wrong signal to a child. So I have to. I mean, well, I don't have to, but I poured into another glass. And don't worry, in about another 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I got to figure out what to do for a fucking year without drinking a beer, or smoking, or taking any pills, or just generally being bored beyond fucking tears. I mean, I swear to God, who what? I mean, do what? I mean, would you like your entire life changed for no reason? What if they, said, well, due to the circumstances, we're going to kick you out of your apartment. And we're also, on top of that, going to take your pain pills away. I mean, you're going to have a little problems with these things, right? It's going to take a minute to figure out your new normal and how miserable you're going to be and how long you're willing to deal with it. You know what? I had a dream the other night of how to break out of handcuffs. I swear to God, that's pretty cool. I mean, I watched how it can be done, but for some reason, I dreamed about it, and I have and never had, and I don't think I'm ever going to put in. I'm not going to have handcuffs on me again, but I know how to break out of them. Bizarrely enough, there's a couple ways. The easiest way is to have someone unlock them. That's by far the easiest way to get out of handcuffs. You hear about the $3 trillion? Yeah. He actually they've decided that Nancy is she's gone off the deep end. Even her own crew of Democrats are saying, see why? Nancy is off her Rocker Evending 3 Trillion. Futhat. Fuck that. Oh, I misspelled Nancy, but they'll figure it out. And if they don't, screw them. There's too many people on there anyway. Juju is entertaining. I'm typing on Juju station. I mean, that's why I say, I mean, I can go. I've got my live stream going, but absolutely nobody's here. And I'm talking to you. There's some idiot coming down the street with high beams on. My sister left at 1:30 to go to work this afternoon or go wherever the hell she went. I mean, I don't, I mean, all I can do, other than that, I can watch a movie and we could talk about that. I mean, I don't have anything to talk about. Well, it's only 9:47, but I was kind of hoping that Joe was, but she sounded in better spirits than she did. Mother's Day was a real hard day on her. I know that. And her lawyers are just completely jacking her off. There's no question in my mind. She's getting fucked over by her lawyers, which is damn sad. I mean, I can imagine I figure the public attorney, he don't have two rats ass invested in me. But if I hire a lawyer and they fuck me over, I mean, come on. How do you sue your own how do you fucking sue your own fucking lawyer? Shit. You hire another lawyer to sue a lawyer? How in the shit's that gonna work? You're damn sure gonna spend twice as much money. Just in case anybody's looking, when I go pee in the yard and I hold my little pee pee out, I put the flashlight where it makes a real long shot so it looks like I'm cool. I need mental help occasionally. I'm like, on one side, I'm like, I hope nobody's watching this. On the other side, hey, that looks funny. I don't think anybody's got except for elephants, a 6 foot nose. I was at a party one time, but I don't know if we were smoking weed or not. I can neither confirm nor deny this. And the guy had a pretty new apartment and everything, and him and his wife, invited us all over. So I mean, what do? You invade their house, you bring a keg, and everybody brings their own pills. You dump them in a bowl in the center of the thing. So you have dinner and a handful of pills. They're all mixed together, and then sit around and smoke weed and listen to the stereo. And I don't remember a lot about that night. I remember going to the bathroom because I pee a lot. Apparently, I have issues with puttying. And you know how they've got those round mirrors for putting on makeup? Ladies have, and they're round, about 6, 8 inches around. And they've got little wires, and then just like a clothes hanger wire, and then they sit on the wires that make a loop. And on one side's the normal mirror, and if you flip it over, it goes into the magnifying mirror. Have you seen those? One side. Oh, well, ladies have them for plucking their eyebrows and stuff, but they're round mirrors, and one side's the normal mirror, and then and, and then you turn it over and it magnifies. Well, lo and behold, I go in the bathroom. They had it set where it was on top of the toilet. Well, for some weird reason, they had it on magnify. So when I looked in the mirror, I saw my dingy dangy going pee, and it was magnified. I was like, damn, I am a stud. And I thought that was hilarious. However, you cannot relay this to people who are totally stoned. I'm like, go in there and pee and stand up. It looks like your dick's like 7 foot long. They're like, dude, take your keg and your beer and get the hell out of here. I was like, no, seriously. He goes, look, that's my wife's mirror. Don't be dissing my wife. I'm like, dude, I don't know if it's the height of, maybe he was taller than me and he didn't notice it. Maybe he was just, you know, that's his way of going to the bathroom and feeling good about himself and he didn't want others to know. And I shouldn't have pointed it out. I thought it was funny as hell. Apparently, I notice things that others don't. I thought it was funny. I still think it's funny. I thought it was so damn funny. I remembered it. And I was really not with it that night. I'm not even sure who drove home. I'm not even sure what car I drove home in or who had the keys to it. Me, Billy, and Jack got really, really, really stoned. I can't really honestly tell you which concert we went to because I went to a lot of concerts here in Jacksonville in the 80s. And I was driving the normal 55 miles an hour to the concert, and there was a police behind us. Well, lo and behold, we don't honestly give a crap because, you know, Jack rolls a joint and I'm driving. I don't have time to roll a joint and drive. And then Billy lights it, and then I take a puff, he takes a puff, he takes a puff, I take a puff. We're all driving, following the speed limit just like good citizens. we have the window cracked so it doesn't smoke too much. And there's the police following us. Well, we didn't go any faster. We were in the slow lane and we were 100% following the speed limit. And I didn't know it was the police, to be honest with you. But the car kept creeping up closer and closer. And finally, it was on my tail. I'm stoned. I don't give a fuck what you're doing behind me. Right? I'm smoking a joint. The police apparently got pissed and he gunned it and hit my car and then backed off. I was, yeah, I was really so unfazed by it. I just kept driving at the same speed, and he took the next exit off. He was like, "Fuck them! If they're not going to pull over, that was a perfect pit maneuver at 60 miles an hour." He thought I was going to have a wreck or something. I was like, "Fuck it! Somebody hit me from behind. What do you think? I was going to pull off and say, you just hit me? I didn't lose my freaking mind." We just kept smoking a joint and made it to the concert and enjoyed ourselves. So I went in the back and looked at the car because, that's this your car, but it was his car, but it was my car. You know what I mean? And there's two bumper marks, perfectly aligned. He hit me straight on, just enough to shove me faster. He never turned on his blue lights. If he'd have turned on his blue lights, I'd have probably kept driving and ignored him for a long time anyway. He wasn't really in my zone. But I don't think you could get away with that weird shit. Plus, the police supposedly aren't supposed to do that. But if you don't think they do, you're wrong. They do. Well, shit. When I was coming back from the jail, right? The police called one of her police buddies to drive me home because they sort of felt sorry for me. Because, I was, song and dance. It was raining and everything. Speed limits meant jack shit to him. He hit a red light. He waited and he went through the red lights. I was like, he's not even in a police car. I'm like, he just literally did not give a shit. If I drove like that, in 5 seconds I'd have been pulled over. And he's driving me home from jail. Like, how can this? As a matter of fact, the police lady said he drives kind of a little different. You might want to put your seatbelt on. Well, for quite a while, ever since my mom used to sing a song, "Buckle up for safety, buckle up." We always wear our seatbelts. So since like 1967 or whenever they invented the damn things. I still don't move my vehicles without putting my seatbelt on. Yeah, it was Alvin and the Chickmunks. You're correct about that. Oh, you disappeared. Oh, you went offline. Oh well. I wonder if that was inadvertent or if you done it on purpose. See, this been running for 4 hours. I could play any goddamn thing I want to. Absolutely nobody's gonna go to the damn station anyway, so it doesn't damn well matter. Roger, how many people have graduated? 1,667. I'm contemplating filling one more. You've killed over 1,000 people. Hello. Welcome to my motherfucking piece of shit life, you dumbass. Yes. Do you feel bad about killing people? What are you, a fucking moron? Of course I wish I didn't have to kill people. How do I say this? IWISHINEVERHAD 2KILLEEOPLE. Honey, that was a plane going overhead. Trust me, if I have to get involved in the FAA, nobody's going to be happy. Mine is fun. CA. Spritz kiss. Man, it's fun. Dang it. Your job is to fix this. My job is to make it work. Okay. R. Now, how can I? Well, who knew it was one word? Man, that's some shit. I'm sure that's not good for you. Yeah, there's a billion things that ain't good. Bugs. You touching me doesn't particularly make me as happy as possible. If I was 1,000% sure that Justin wasn't gonna come home tonight, I would block that driveway. What's the difference between ability? Fuck, how you doing? I ain't really particularly afraid of you, but I would prefer you not get under my feet. Keep moving, beep, beep, beep. Where are you? Keep moving, beep, beep, beep. Keep moving, beep, beep, beep. Dude, quit fucking with me, I'm a frog. Avoid mosquitoes and stuff. Good boy, thank you. You can be like, hey, that's not a word, child. It'll take them 2 minutes to figure that fucking joke out. They're like, oh my god, this dude might be actually crazy. But seriously, honestly, swear to God, I don't want to step on you. Oh, days. This is fun.
That's the water joke one. Well, probably the second the kid started swimming around with them. You're like,
I wonder if I may have been banned. Some people occasionally don't get my sense of humor. Do you think? Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, well, trust me, 99.9% of the world has no fucking clue who I am. The 1% who does. Actually know who I am. Out of 1% of, I bet it's like point, gosh. Out of how many ever billions of trillions or whatever people there are on Earth, there's like maybe 30 who understand me. 50 on a good day. And even they get confused about 3/4 of the time. For real. Yeah. Do you know why? Dude. You don't want to get involved with math with me. I might act like I don't know math, but I'm really fucking good with math. I mean, like, really, really, really smart. Just, most people don't like me because they don't have a clue what the fuck I'm doing. So, which is fun. Look, dude. You guys do realize I'm actually completely blind at night. Dude, if you don't stop going by my house. That's eight. B. inside the daylight. On the mind, anyway, kind of random. Could be times when we're down, black is when I miss it slow. I'm doing that out the big eyes, and curve on the below. Consider the horse and the back to mess, put on some kind of so downtown. You guys do realize when I get back at my house, I have a stereo that activates. That in this entire neighborhood, nobody has a $7,000 stereo system other than you. Uh, some things I do I find fucking hilarious. So, like, you bought a $7,000 stereo you can't crank up? I'm like, yeah. Why? Because I give a fuck about money. Are you entirely sure that you don't care about money? Well, up to a limit.